Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. I want to thank you for always being part of this channel, and also please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. My people, information reaching us right now is that Reverend Ester Ajayi have kind of blasted, or will I use the word cautioned, Queen Naomi's family members over their demand. You know, sometime that should be yesterday or day before yesterday, we heard, allegedly, I want to remind you that these are all alleged information. We heard that Queen Naomi's uncle, the eldest uncle from her father's side, went to the palace with some other uncles and other relatives. And what they went there to do is something that a lot of people did not like, even though there are some others who want it, you know. They asked the king to take back the bride price he paid on Queen Naomi. That Queen Naomi is still too young to be wasting, that it is 2 years already, you know. That since he have not done as he promised them, that it will be better for them, for him to, you know, kind of release Queen Naomi, so that Queen Naomi will go her separate way. And the main reason they said these uncles came to meet with the king is that so many people believe that Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi have nothing in common again, apart from the fact that they have that day together, that the king have released Queen Naomi. That is what we keep hearing. Someone like Adejimobi will always come to my comment section to say that. And a lot of people have been saying that too. But from other sources, we are hearing that the king and Queen Naomi, that they have reconciled. That the only thing that is still remaining is for her to come back to the palace officially. Ever since all of this thing started, we have not heard that the king officially said he is no longer marrying Queen Naomi. And it is until he does that and lift that traditional stuff that he did on Queen Naomi cannot remarry. Now they said the people went to the king demanding that the king should release their daughter. It is high time he do that, so that Queen Naomi can remarry and continue with her life. And before that, we also heard that Queen Naomi wanted to travel to Dubai without even letting the king know and everything. Then information got to the king. The king went to Akure and stopped her. These are all alleged information. Now they said Ester Ajayi called the family and told them that they should let Queen Naomi and Ooni of Ife be. That the way things are working, to them, they thought or they think that things are not moving well. That God is making a way for these two, you know, and they should know that when Naomi have a destiny with the king, and there is nothing that they do that can stop that marriage. That instead of forcing the king's hand to release Queen Naomi, that the best option is to let God do things his own way. You know, that before now, God have been making a way for this marriage, that God is doing a great job, that they showed her everything, you know, that even at that point, how sure are they that if Ooni of Ife releases Queen Naomi today, that Queen Naomi will remarry in the next 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, and all of that? That since they have given us dates, because there was a time we heard that Queen Naomi will be returning back to the palace in June 2nd. I heard that, you know. But at some point, they said the date was changed. We don't know if they shift it far or they bring it closer. We don't know. They said they have changed the date for security reasons, which up to now we do not know the date. So with all of that happening, a lot of us have been believing that Queen Naomi will return back to the palace. But Queen Naomi too have made it clear that she's not returning with all the women in that palace, you know. So what Ester Ajayi was saying allegedly is that they should allow God do what he is, complete what he is doing, because to her, God is doing a great job in the spiritual realm. Even though in the physical, a lot of people did not see it, they may not know. But she is trying to say that God is doing something great in the physical, you know. So Queen Naomi should not be in a hurry. The family members should not force the king to divorce Queen Naomi. That the fact remains that they are not going to succeed in making the king to divorce Queen Naomi. That if the king wanted to divorce Queen Naomi, that he would have done it long ago. But he loves Queen Naomi so dearly that even Queen Naomi know that Ooni of Ife loves her so dearly, you know. And for that reason, for the fact that that love is there, that marriage will stand, that the only encouragement that she is giving to Queen Naomi right now is for her to stay in that Lekki mansion. And I want to remind you from what we heard allegedly that this Reverend Ester Ajayi was one of the people who encouraged Queen Naomi, who advised her to move to that Lekki mansion while she was complaining that she cannot go to the palace with Prince Tadenikawo, with all of these women. And if all we have been hearing is true, that the king at some point changed the ownership of that Lekki mansion to Queen Naomi's name, it simply means that the king wants to marry, still want Queen Naomi back, you know. And one thing we should know is that Ooni of Ife is a king, a great one at that. And there are certain decisions that he cannot make on his own. And there won't be people that will fight. Let me tell you, a lot of people don't want him to be on the seat. A lot of people are fighting him on that seat. And they can fight him with everything they have got. And that is why you see, you will hear that the king said that the women will have to leave the palace, while other group will say, no, it's not done. How can a blue-blooded leave the palace for someone who is not even a blue-blooded, and all of that? So it's not as if it is true that all that we have been hearing that the king have been doing Queen Naomi is true, and he even went as far as changing the ownership of his mini palace in Lekki to Queen Naomi's name. It simply means that he wants Queen Naomi to be there, you know. Coming back to the palace, it's not even all about coming back to the palace. I bet you, even if Queen Naomi come back to that palace right now, those people living in the palace, both the bad ones fighting and the good, they're not going to leave. Even if the wives leave, some of these elders, some of these people who really don't want Queen Naomi, they are not going to leave. And that fight will still continue. Jesus. So the fight will still continue. So the best thing for her to do is to be in the palace and allow God to work things out, because I believe that God is working a way for them, you know. And in due time, everything is going to normalize. They said Reverend Ester Ajayi have told her that leaving the marriage is not the best option, and they want the family to leave God to do or to finish what he started in that life. That God have placed Queen Naomi in a high esteem, and these people, they are not going to make the king to kind of divorce her. That is not the will of God for them. I don't know. I want to remind you that these are all alleged information, okay? Tell me what you think about it on the comment section. And give this video a thumbs up. Bye for now. Love you guys.